Hi everyone, so we're here today talking about our pace hygiene protocol. It's something that Europac has developed and made their own there recently in terms of, I suppose, helping farm hygiene, specifically inside the calf housing environment, whether that be hutches or calf sheds. It's all designed to empower and work with the animal and drive forward. So some of you will be familiar with it. This is completely new for other people, but Michael is going to talk you through our three-step patented process and how it works and what we're actually doing to help the farmer and most importantly the animal on farm. Just to talk through our pace hygiene protocol, so it's a three-step protocol, very simple. 2 out of the 3 steps are already happening on farm, and we're just, I suppose this is our magical step here that Europac have designed and patented. It's our biological step. We'll get to it, we'll talk about it. Just, I suppose, each image here is basically looking at our shed environment, whether it be the walls of a shed, walls of a hutch, look at it under a microscopic level to really see what's being left over. So we get fooled so many times by going in, doing a big deep wash, lashing on chemicals, saying that's our calf shed sorted now, we'll see you next spring. Come in next spring and shit, we're in the same trouble again. We've scours, we've pneumonias, whatever happening. Yes, there's factors out there that affect it, but this is what we've identified as a massive issue on farm. We're very good in terms of nutrition, in terms of support for the animal, but maybe the environment they're living in always isn't the best. And this is how Europac is helping in a calf shed, one part of the process under the PACE protocol to help with the calf shed. So basically, walking through our steps, step 1, our physical. Everyone's familiar with this. This is basically mucking out sheds, getting rid of the heavy dirty material, power washing them down to make them look clean. This is what we're looking at before we do any of that. So there's a whole pile of bad bacteria there. Some good bacteria too also, but overpowered completely. We're after a spring calving season. There's cryptos, there's E. coli's, there's everything there. They're all sitting in there and they're multiplying and gathering pace and getting stronger. We come in, we wash out. Okay, we've removed 50-60% of that. We see the heavy dirt gone and we automatically think it's clean, but this is what we're left over, still there. If that's left colonized like that, it'll come back to this stage again. Right, okay, we developed as farmers on the farm and we got smarter and we started looking at the chemical. So basically our chemical is going in, this is what we're looking at beforehand. So bad bacteria everywhere. Right, we'll go in, we'll lash on a chemical, we'll zap everything, make the place sterile, brilliant. We'll move on then into the start of next year and it'll be perfect. As we've learnt over time, not so much the case. How many times have we come back in the springtime and seen the issue again arise? And maybe blame other factors out there where a lot of it is actually our cleaning process not being up to the standard we need it to be. So basically, people then will say, oh, the chemicals are not as harsh now or whatever. Okay, maybe, but not so true either. Basically, what we're doing here when we apply the chemical, this is everything outside. All the bad bacteria killed, zapped, free-floating bad bacteria they call them, everything gone, killed out. What the bacteria have developed over time, they came together and say, hey lads, we're getting zapped here, chemicals are killing us, we've no existence if this keeps going forward. We need to adapt and we need to grow. Basically they've adapted and they've grown this biofilm shield is what it's called. So it's basically, if you could picture an army putting a shield over themselves to protect themselves, very similar here. Once the bacteria are inside this shield, a chemical will not break it down or kill them. So basically what was happening as we were finishing our process here traditionally, leaving it, once the chemical had evaporated off the system, we were starting again and we were coming over to here. So basically this step here is where bacteria were starting to break out again, getting stronger. There was nothing there to keep them at bay and they were driving on. Before we knew it, within that 6 to 7 month break period, the calf shed was full of bad bacteria again. Full. So when the newborn calf was coming into the environment, you can imagine it wasn't going to be good. It was under pressure straight away. And then you start adding more numbers of calves into the environment, more pressure, more issues, more problems. I suppose what we've designed here in Europac is, this is the biological step. So basically, we've designed a product that is able to break down the biofilm, expose all the bad bacteria and make them vulnerable. So when we're stripping away the shield, we're in control. So that's what we do. We proactively control environments for animals. All these green dots here are good bacteria. That's what our product has done. Our prep and cedar paste probiotic products, that's what they've done. So basically, we're creating an environment where we're in control, where the good bacteria is in control. And as long as that good bacteria is in control, our animals are under less pressure. So automatically, if our animals are under less pressure, that's less energy being wasted on the immune system of the animal, fighting disease. That's more energy being put into thrive, to live weight gain. That's animals reaching peak performance at a younger age. That's more money in the back of the bank. We've two products. We've the prep and the cedar. The prep product is used directly after the chemical application. We leave it maybe 24 hours and then we apply our prep product. So basically we're putting in surfactants and probiotics there to break down the biofilm and keep everything at bay. That's fine, that's great then. Your shed is covered in good bacteria. When you start your calving season again, or when animals come back into that environment, we're following on with our cedar product. Our cedar product is used every 24 to 48 hours. It's basically lashing in a whole pile of good bacteria to keep the environment at a stable control. So notice we're not killing everything. We're overloading with good bacteria, so good automatically outweighs bad. Especially when you hit March time there in an Irish farm where there's a big increase in pressure on farm, that's where the probiotics will help you. You won't have the breakdowns in herd health or in disease, scours, pneumonias. Everything will go right. I suppose one way of looking at it, and we're all familiar with it, you spray off a field for reseeding and it's sprayed off with your Roundup or whatever. If that field is left, so everything dies, similar to what we're doing here with the chemical, everything dies. But if that's left, what's the first thing that comes back? The weeds. And that's not what we want. And these bacteria here, the weeds, we don't want them coming back. What we do is we till it and we reseed it and we have a great crop of grass coming back again and we manage it. This is what we're doing here. We've been stopping at this stage and allowing this happen. So what Europac has done on farm is starting this area here and proactively creating an environment to go forward.